Hey there everybody, big warm welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for choosing to watch my video. If you have clicked on watching this video, it's because you are interested to know how to make your home as cozy and homey as possible, particularly in this time of year, which you may have noticed. 2 out of probably 500 pumpkins that I have in my house. It is ultimate like cozy season right now, isn't it? So anything we can do to really feel that cozy inside warm feeling on these dark evenings, I'm your gal, I'm here to help. And you know what, this video, I thought of doing this video because it's actually been a little mission of mine recently in the last couple of weeks, particularly in this room, in our main living room, that I really wanted to cozy it up. And so I've been doing a lot of looking on Pinterest, that kind of thing. And I feel like I've learned a lot the last couple of weeks, whereas other ideas are things that I've done for years. So I have a lot to share, a lot of ideas that I'm excited to share. So let's get going, guys. Here are my top tips about how to make your home cozy. Okay, my tip number one, the first one I'm going to talk to you about, is lamps. I love a lamp, but I have to say it's only been the past sort of 6 months that I've realised how much I love a lamp. Like, I've always loved a bedside lamp, but I haven't really brought lamps into the into the living space, like the downstairs of my home, until recently. And now I feel like I want to spend my life savings on lamps. I cannot believe the difference a lamp will make to a room. So as I was saying, this room felt quite cold a few weeks ago, and I purchased this beautiful little lamp here, and just having this lamp on a low watt bulb, so you know you're not using too much energy, just makes the room feel so much more homey and cozy. I also have a lamp in our other living area in our kitchen, which again just kind of brings the room together. I love also making that part of my morning routine. You know, I come down in the morning and I turn on that light. Obviously the mornings are really dark at the moment. I turn on that lamp, get my cup of coffee, and it's like My tip number two on making a cozy home is a little bit related to the one that I just talked about, which is having low lighting. So instead of having super high watt lights in your ceiling lights, in your spotlights, in your lamps, try switching to a lower watt. And it really does make a difference to the room, particularly in the evening. I don't know about you, but on an evening when the kids are finally in bed and I've got some time to myself, I don't want to sit under like a blazing light. If you just swap to a lower watt, one, it'll cost you less money and use less energy, but two, really makes the room feel a lot cozier. My next tip is candles. Now this is nothing new. If you've been following me for a long time, you'll know that my obsession with candles goes way back. It's a long running obsession. This time of year though, it goes wild because obviously this is candle season, isn't it? How beautiful is this one, by the way? How beautiful is this one? I found this one in TK Maxx and I can't stop looking at it. Almost too pretty to burn. But guys, I don't know what it is about a candle in a room, but it just changes the room completely. Something so small can just make such a difference to a room. If you're struggling to make a space feel homey and cozy, go and buy a candle. As I said before, how expensive is a candle is a bit like how long is a piece of string. There are probably candles out there that you could spend hundreds of pounds on if you wanted to. I mean, it'd be pretty crazy, but you could. And there are ones in the supermarket that cost like £2. They all do the same thing. It's that low light, it's that flicker, that little flame, and obviously the scent that comes off the scented candles as well. That's what's important. It doesn't matter how much the candle costs. But if you are not a candle person and you wonder why people love candles, please just give it a go, because I bet you £1,000,000 you will convert. And you will realise why people are so mad about them. When you are setting up candles around your home or around whatever room you're trying to cozy up, just be careful where you put them. Make sure that they don't have anything too close above them. Like my shelving here, I would love to be able to have candles in here, but that would be unsafe because it would just be too close to the shelf above, and then it's a fire hazard. So just be really careful about what's above the candle. like it's a bit deceptive on the video, but the lamp is not above this candle. The candle is in front of the lamp. But yeah, just be careful when you're setting them up. But such a worthwhile investment. And that feeling when the kids go to bed and you light a candle, there's no other feeling in the world like that. For me, it's like, whew. My next tip for a cozy home is blankets. Me and Leo, in our house, we don't call them blankets, we call them cozies. It started when my eldest was like a toddler and he came up with calling them a cozy, and that's just what we call them now. So even now, you know, he's 5.5 years old, and if he's cold, he'll still say, oh, I'm gonna go and get cozy. And actually me and Clint catch ourselves saying it as well. It's sort of caught on. And there you go, that is why they're on this video, because that is exactly what they are. They are just coziness, aren't they? I love to have lots of blankets available around the house. If it is that colder time of year, like now, we've got one on the sofa in the kitchen all the time now, because in the morning the kids come down and they want to get under it straight away. So leave them, you know, don't hide them away, put them on the sofa, make them accessible, make people feel like they can just grab it and get under it. I also like to have baskets full of cozies that you can also just grab. And then if you're not using them, I think they also look so lovely, like together, displayed in a basket, even when they're not being used. Yeah, I mean, say no more. We call them cozies, so they obviously do the job. My next tip on making your home feel cozy is frequently fluffing up your sofa and your cushions. So in the morning, when I come into this room and I come and open up the shutters and turn on the lamp and open up the room, another thing I'll do is grab all the cushions and I'll fluff them up, and I'll also give the sofa a good pat, a good whack actually, and really puff it all up. There is something about a freshly made sofa that looks so inviting and so cozy. You know, everyone takes the time to make their bed, but people don't often take the time to make their sofa. And the difference it makes, if you look at the sofa, when you leave it on an evening, there's probably blankets strewn everywhere and cushions everywhere and big dents where my bum's been sat in it all night watching Netflix. If you just tidy it up, put the blanket on the side, puff up the cushions, puff up the sofa, and make it look like you could just fall into it. Honestly, I think it makes all the difference to a room. It makes it feel super, super homey and cozy and just what you want this time of year. Okay, my last one that I'm gonna do is one that I mean, I think I go a little bit overboard with it, but but I honestly feel like this is what makes a home, and not just feel like you're walking into a show home and anyone's home. It makes it feel like you're walking into a family's home, and ultimately that is what makes a home feel cozy, isn't it? Is that there's obviously a family that are living and growing in that home. So my last tip is photos. Like I said, I do go a little bit overboard. I'm a little bit borderline obsessed with photos. I only print out black and white photos if they're going in a frame in my home. I just prefer them, each to their own. I just love a black and white photo, but I have them everywhere. There is not a room in my house that is safe from photos. Even the boys' rooms have photos in them. I think it's just you filling your home with memories, important memories, and making your kids feel like it really is their home, because they are literally plastered everywhere. They know how important they are to this home. This is a family home, and you're just, yeah, it's basically just a way of printing out a memory and sharing it with anyone that comes into your house. Like I said, it just turns it from feeling like a cold house into a very welcoming, warm, cozy family home. I think so too. I have sort of giant photos going up my stairs, and if anyone comes into my house who hasn't been here before, they always say how lovely they look. Bigger the better. I'm actually on a mission at the moment. I want to change our back wall in our kitchen, which currently has like some shelves on there. I want to get rid of those, and I want to get 3 giant photos of the boys on that back wall. I'm actually struggling to find somewhere that will print as big as I want them printed. Massive. I told you I'm a little bit extra, but just try printing off a couple of photos, get a couple of frames, nothing expensive. All my black frames are either from IKEA or B&M and probably cost about £1 each. And just see what it does to the room, see what it does to your home, and yeah, I think it just brings the home together. Guys, there you go. That was my video about how to make your home feel cozy, particularly this time of year. I hope you enjoyed it. Lots more lovely cozy videos coming over the next couple of months. Best couple of months of the year. Well, best 3 months really, but we're almost at the end of October now. I can't quite believe it. It's flying by. And like I said, I hope you enjoy it. If you have any other ways that you make your home feel super cozy, I would just love to hear it. So make sure you comment below and share that with me. Obviously, don't forget to subscribe before you go if you're new. And I will see you lovely people in my next video.